Today I fucked up, losing my virginity to a water slide. So do you guys know those water slides that you stand in, and then they suddenly drop you straight down onto the water slide? If not, look them up on YouTube, there's nothing like them. Ah yes, the sweet memories of my first time on one of these. I feel that my mental/emotional scars have healed enough to tell this gem. At the time my girlfriend, now fiance, worked as a photographer for one of those resorts with the indoor and outdoor water parks. One of her perks was that her and a family member/friend could get into the water park for free, so one hot summer day she had off and we both decided it'd be fun to go there and cool down for the day. While we were there, I discovered one of their most thrilling looking water slides. Basically you stand in this tube, and then the slide operator presses a button and this slide drops you straight down a good 90 feet, before you actually start going down the water slide. Me, being a thrill seeker, of course had to try it. So I made the great climb up to the top of the slide, stood in line, and finally it was my turn. Once I got in the tube, the operator told me to keep my legs crossed. Now I'm a pretty big heavy guy, so I was like, that's uncomfortable as fuck, I'm not doing that. So there I was standing in the tube, having a panic attack from anticipation, with my legs not crossed. The operator finally presses the button, the bottom opens and I fall straight down the water slide. Very quickly I realized why they have you cross your legs. Water shot so far up my ass, so fast, I swear I tasted it in my mouth. My body raced down that slide, as I questioned every life choice that I have ever made. Once I made it to the bottom, I sat there for a moment, absolutely violated. Felt like someone in an episode of Law and Order, Special Victims Unit. I built up the courage to finally stand up, and all I could feel was the nice warm stream of water mixed with shit, and maybe a little bit of blood shoot out of my ass faster than the steamboat geezer at Yellowstone National Park. I quickly got off the slide and ran to the bathroom, with a trail of shitty water tailing me as the slide operator stared in awe. They had to shut down the slide for the rest of the day, but man was my asshole clean after that. Moral of the story, keep your damn legs crossed on water slides. Too long didn't read, went on a water slide that drops you straight down 90 feet. My ass was violated by the force of the water. As I got off the slide, water, shit, and blood proceeded to shoot out of my ass and they had to shut it down for the day. Edit, thanks for blowing up my post, like I blew up the water slide guys, smile. Edit 2, for those of you who are wondering, this occurred at Camelback Resorts on Paradise Plunge, such an ironic name, which can be found here. It is in fact a 60-foot drop, but my ass says 90. Finally, yes, I saw the other water slide post and the comments on a different subreddit. That post is what inspired me to share my own experience here, which is actually quite a common one. Well, you've definitely learned why they say safety rules are written in blood, haven't you? And poo /. Tried one of those. Guy operating it told us to cross our legs or water will shoot up your ass so hard you can taste your own shit. I didn't dare do anything else than told because of the drop, and neither did anyone else. Good to have the claim confirmed. Yeah, I can absolutely confirm it. We got a code brown. Lifeguard here, can confirm this is the code we use to describe any type of fecal situation. My lesson learned, crossing my legs just might have prevented me from mashing my twins into the pool water when I landed. I couldn't breathe and almost drowned from getting hit in the nuts. I'd like to award you one purple heart, sir. Your failure to heed his warning made you your own worst enemy. What are you trying to say? Slide my way and say it again. I dare you. Today I fucked up by breaking guy code by telling the wife things she doesn't need to know. About 2 years into dating, she went through a phase of asking a lot of weird questions. I enjoyed it as it was fun to talk about dicks and balls and the joys of living with them day to day. She asked if it was ever in the way or uncomfortable. Absolutely. All the time. For instance, if you sit in the mall and watch people walk around the mall on a warm day, watch for guys to take one awkward long step. That means their nuts are sticking to their leg and that long step peels them off in a similar fashion and sound as pulling open Velcro. That was almost 8 years ago. Yesterday we were at the mall and she gets absurdly excited every time she sees it. Enough to make them notice a couple times and smile and wave like she thinks they're famous. And for that, I'm sorry guys. It's a hilariously awkward thing for her to be excited about, but that's why I married her. TLDR broke guy code by spilling the secret about sticking ball sacks to your leg and taking the long step to Velcro your sweaty scrotum from your leg. Now she's called it out every time she sees it for the last 8 years. Sounds like Velcro? Absolutely not, unless this guy has a medical problem. And then you told millions of other women on Reddit about it. Boy, you really can't keep a secret. Haha. I was once walking down the street in Chicago in the Loop, and had to take a couple big steps to remove my balls from my leg. This lady at a bus stop sees me, walks out following me, and says in a sassy / ogling tone, "Just look at this bow-legged motherfucker." Fucking cracks me up every time I think about it. That's hilarious. Yeah, I'd have no idea why she was smiling either. I'd just be focused on unsticking my nads. Similar sound as Velcro. Dude, you might want to have a doctor take a look at that. Dude's got hook and loop pubes. Today I fucked up by inviting a Tinder date over to my house and accidentally meeting his mother. Like many other unfortunate souls, my non-existent dating life has me turning to the dating apps. This particular one is from Tinder. I'd been chatting with this guy a few days, and everything was going swimmingly. We had so much in common and were looking for the same things. His pictures were cute, and he didn't live too far away. All seemed well. I invited him over to grill out some burgers in my backyard. He asked if he could bring anything. I said sure, bring some bacon for the burgers. He agreed and said he'd be over soon. Given his distance, I expected him to be over in /15 minutes. I started the grill and seasoned the burgers. Half an hour later he messaged me, "I've driven by a couple times and chickened out. Are you sure you want me to come over?" Maybe a red flag, but I chalked it up to nerves and just said, "Come on, I'm hungry." So this haggard looking guy shows up, much different than his Cedric picture. That's alright, I can move past that. From the minute he walked up, and I kid you not, he did not take a breath. Within the first 5 minutes I knew his life story, from his aunt who hated their grandma to his father who likes to collect taxidermy. Not a single breath. Again, I figured he was just nervous. I put the burgers on, and when they're ready he pulls out a Ziploc from his pocket with 2 pieces of bacon in it. He puts them only on his burger. Okay. We sit down at the patio table to start eating. I finished my burger before he even started his. He did not stop talking the entire time. When we sit down, he reaches into his pocket, pulls out a vial. It is about 2 inches tall with a cork in it. It's filled with black powder. He must have noticed me staring at it, flipping between if he was about to snort something strange or build some sand art. He said, "Oh, all super casual. I'd like to introduce you to my mother." I just stared at him for what felt like an eternity. I didn't know whether to laugh or cry or run. I like to bring her to any important event in my life. She also has ashes in this necklace I'm wearing, and in this ring I have on, and this half-sleeve tattoo is for her. Now, mind you, I've lost too many people close to me, and I do not judge people based on their grief cycles. We all cope differently and I respect that. But homeboy brought a vial of his mother's ashes, and set them on the table for our first date. I simply could not. He finally finished his burger and I made some excuse about having to clock in and finish some work. At 9:30 p.m. he texted me before he even got to his car and told me, "My mother really liked you. I can't wait to see you again." I told him I didn't feel the connection to him or his mother. TLDR Tinder date brought his mother to our first date in an unconventional way. Wowza, yeah, I understand people kind of word vomiting when nervous, but that's unreal. I thought he invited an alive mother to tag along on the date, so I guess it could have been worse. Lol. God almighty. I cannot fathom the social ineptitude where one would bring just 2 pieces of bacon to a cookout, and not even sharing them. What the actual fuck? Great story, op. I hope the next dude isn't a bacon hog. The real worst thing that happened, bacon hog. Damn, this guy makes even me seem like a catch. Thank you Tinder. Look, you can either marry this guy or move because this dude knows where you live. Pocket bacon, nope. Pocket mother, yes.